What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and I'm bringing you another gameplay here of domination. I think no, it's regular domination using the M4a1 with silencer and extended mags. And my secondary is not important. Again, this is summer commentary, so don't blame me. But just look at the way I handle this first situation. Literally destroy the start of this game. I could not have played it any better. Boom, blow up the car, pick up the kill. I've already got two. What is that now? Two. I know there's a guy over there. There's a guy on top of the that little patio. Just spot this guy up in the background. I'm gonna get the guy in the patio in a second, or maybe not. I don't remember. But I remember at the beginning of this game just went very, very well for me. Anyway, awkward transition. Today I want to talk about some more, I guess, theoretical stuff. Just because I can't really do current events or updates or anything like that because this is all pre-upload. What I was thinking about is actually a topic I've covered before. Wow, that's shaking. It's actually a topic I've covered before, but this was a long time ago when I had about 120 subscribers, and I'm 10 times bigger than that, which is crazy. Or at least when I'm making this, I'm 10 times bigger. Who knows? Maybe I'll be 1,000,000 times bigger. Whoa. But I'm joking. No, but what the topic is actually something I argue with my brother all the time. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about more than just the topic itself. So let me just introduce it. The topic is 0.9 repeating and 1. An interesting, I guess let's say, enigma for now. Basically, in math, 0.9 repeating equals 1. There's mathematical proofs to back this up, and so let me just give you a couple of simple ones. Basically, one third of 1, obviously, equals, if you do out the division, 0.3, and host migration, sorry, equals, if you do out the division, 0.3333, and it repeats and it goes on forever. And that is the definite value of 1/3, the fraction. Now, if you do 2/3, that equals 0.6666, and so on forever. So again, 2/3 equals 0.6 repeating. Then you have 3/3, which equals 1. But if you were to think about it in terms of what 1/3 is, then that means that 1/3 plus 2/3, which equals 3/3, also equals 0.9 repeating. And that is a proof for why 0.9 repeating equals 1. Now I like to argue the other side. I obviously, let me just get this out of the way. I know that's right. I do. But I do like to try and argue the other side because from a very logical standpoint, that doesn't make any sense. If we look at 1, that is a number. It's a whole number. It equals 1. That's all it is. Nothing mathematical about it. And then if you have 0.9 repeating, that's 0.9 forever. That doesn't equal 1. It equals something that is less than 1. In theoretical terms, if you were to have 2 dots in the middle of space, and one dot equals 1 definitely, and the second dot equals 0.9 repeating, the distance between those 2 dots would be 0. They would be absolutely touching, but they are not the same. They occupy different spaces. If you think about it in terms of an iPhone, 2 little pixels and you just keep zooming in by pinching, I guess, or pinching out, then you're going to keep getting bigger. The pixels will keep getting bigger. Now, technically in space, that's not really true. It's just a given point. But they will keep getting bigger, but they will always be touching. However, they will not be occupying the same space because they are different. Hopefully that's a way to help you sort of conceptualize 0.9 repeating and 1. So from a mathematical standpoint, they're the same because there's no difference between them. But from a logical standpoint, they're 2 things that are just directly next to each other with nothing in between, which is a concept that, if you think about it in terms of infinity, it is impossible. But then again, having 2 things that are different equaling each other is also impossible. So it's really a rather confusing topic. And for some reason, when I think about this topic, it makes me think about nothing and something. Whether the difference between them is nothing and something, whether nothing is something, and then this is a different debate that I have with my friend John. We used to do this all the time. We've never really reached a conclusion, because if you think about it, something is something. Obviously, any given thing is something. But then if you think about nothing, what is nothing? Nothing is the absence of matter, possibly. Nothing is the absence of anything, maybe. Maybe because maybe if you think about it like that, maybe energy is there. Maybe, again, this is all theoretical. Nothing here can be proved. And I say nothing, but maybe that means something can be proved if nothing is something. I don't mean to confuse you if I am. But anyway, as I was saying, that gets you into the concept of, wait, but what if nothing is something? Then can nothing actually be nothing if it is something? And then it becomes this very, very long, confusing 5-year debate with my friends that never really gets anywhere. But I don't know. This is just some interesting stuff that I talk about with my friends every now and then. We get into all sorts of random debates. Some of it comes down to there's just no answer. Some of it comes down to one side or the other. Some of it just ends in my stubbornness, but it's all in good fun. So maybe that'll provoke some thoughts. Maybe that's a little bit interesting to you guys. It's actually interesting to me. If I just bored you to death, or if I confused you heavily, let me know. Give me a comment. You know. Anyway, at this point in my trip, this video is probably coming somewhere towards the end, which is a good thing. But I'm not really sure. Again, I haven't figured out an upload schedule. I'm just gonna do it as I feel, maybe. Also, I'm hoping I haven't hit my data max with my iPhone at this point, because my mom put me on an international plan just for a little bit. Oh, I remember this death coming up. I set up for him. I was expecting him to come, and then he went a different place, and he saw my gun sticking out, and he had an ACR, so I was going to lose. Excuse me. It's actually a little bit late. This is sort of in the crunch period. As I'm recording this is sort of in the crunch period of getting summer uploads out. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, to put it bluntly, and I've been working so hard to get enough videos out to make sure that you guys will stay entertained and that I won't be forgotten. Because as Wings Redemption says best, even if channel goes slow, the worst thing you can do is stop posting and have people simply forget about you. So I'm gonna try and stick around in your guys' heads until I get back. If I get lost in your head, please appoint me to the nearest ear, and I will gladly leave. That's also a joke. I don't know, my hammer's not very on at the moment. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm probably just rambling again at this point, and this is a 10-minute video. So I don't really know what to do. I already talked about point and repeating. Oh, actually, yeah, I can talk about that. Okay, so... Fail. I just killed myself with an RPG on like a piece of string. What the hell was that? Anyway, what was I about to say? Oh yeah. Okay, so at this point, when you're watching this, Modern Warfare 3 will be about halfway through its lifetime. And fairly recently I've asked for your opinion on it, but I'm assuming that at this point a patch has come out buffing a bunch of the weak guns in the game. The PM9, the CM901, the SPAS, and plenty others. Those are just the first that come to mind. If it hasn't, then completely disregard this. But I was talking with some friends, and it sounded like it was supposed to come out fairly soon. I guess if you think about it in terms of Modern Warfare 2, it took them about most of the game to patch it to the point where it was actually playable. And even then it wasn't playable, so that game was just bad. But Modern Warfare 3 has been good, and now it has the potential to be great. And even though I haven't gotten to play it yet, Who knows? Maybe they will have done it right. I don't know. I can only speculate, especially because I'm not able to play it. But tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm just completely wrong. Tell me if this was even interesting at all to you. Because this is some topics I think are interesting. But if you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next commentary. And as always, thank you for watching.